I'm with Billy Lanndis on this wonderful Oscar night, and he's an actor, a producer, an event coordinator, and a very good friend of mine. Billy, thank you so much for inviting me to this fabulous party.
Helen, thank you for coming through all the weather and all the everything to get here.
I know, we really haven't had an opportunity to see much of one another with COVID and people's busy schedules, and I'm so glad that of all nights, Oscar night, we could be together.
Oh yes, it's a very special night, and I hope the young man who played Elvis wins his best
So
actor.
do I, Austin Butler. Austin Butler, I love him. Do you know, I saw him at a special Q&A in Manhattan through Screen Actors Guild only like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he was wonderful.
He's amazing, and I think Angela Bassett for Black Panther is amazing. For supporting actress.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
I really like the idea of Elvis because it's also historic. Not only did he do an amazing job, but it's historic, and watching the movie, I learned so many things about Elvis that I didn't know, and I thought I knew a lot.
And he really looked and walked and talked and spoke just like him. It was amazing.
So enough about Austin Butler. What about Billy?
Well, we're producing events. The Oscar night event is our annual event through New Apple Productions. You know, Sandy Jordan is our director, and it's a great event. You know, red carpet. We go through the nominees and all the different films that are nominated for awards, and people love it.
I know. And it's a packed house. I'm glad I got here a little early.
Yeah,
you know?
Everybody and their grandmother showed up.
Yeah. So now you go back. You're a good actor. Mention some experiences you've had in the acting world. Can you think of anything off the top of your head, maybe something happy?
I just remember working on film sets 16, 17, 18 hours a day.
Whatever it takes.
Non-stop, that I do remember. So now I'm, not as active, but I do remember that. So I'm glad I did as much as I did when I did it.
Yeah. And you're also into the fashion world too. Don't you enjoy knowing about Fashion Week and what's coming up, etc.?
I usually attend Fashion Week here in New York, and I know a few designers. And going to the shows, as you know, Anthony Rubio's show was amazing.
Oh my God, we love Anthony Rubio.
With the dogs.
He does with the dogs, and one cat, Sunglass Cat, and the fabulous designs that he comes up with for the pets and for the ladies, right?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Fashion Week in New York is really a special time. And now we have the Academy Awards, another special time.
This is wonderful, wonderful. You know, so much talent, and people work sometimes a whole lifetime to make it into the audience there, just to be nominated.
Zhang Toy's another very well-known designer.
Yeah, very
excellent, good. Very good.
Very good.
Love his shows. Zhang Toy's the best.
Yeah. So is Wanda Beauchamp. I have to mention Wanda. Wanda's fabulous. She has girls couture, and they're just out of this world. So Billy, if somebody wants to reach out to you to maybe have you coordinate an event, how would they reach you?
Well, Facebook, Instagram, Billy Lanndis, and my website, www.billylandis.com.
Okay, now Billy is not B-I-L-L-Y. It's B-I-L-L, capital L-E-E.
That was my mother's ingenuity. She thought we were Southern.
It's a great name for acting and for awards.
She must have known.
Let's have some more fun, Billy. Let's go meet everybody.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm with Sandy Jordan at a fabulous Oscar party, and she is an amazing singer, author, and even more, and she's going to tell you all about it. How are you? So nice to meet you.
I never listened to my mother's advice. She said, try to do one thing. Meanwhile, on New Apple Music and Art Productions, we have our own channel on Amazon Prime. I'm Sandy Jordan, and so I have music and recordings and my package shows and variety shows, and I write films. And I'm also Jordana Sands, and I'm an artist. And I write under the name Jordana Sands. This is my best book I ever wrote. It's about all the things I should have done, didn't do.
Is it inspirational?
I swear it's better than The Secret. It's simple. It's actually simple. I actually refer to it now when I go off, and I say, oh, no. So I go and I look at my book and I pay attention to what I wrote because it's actually simple, common sense, And for about 30 years I worked as a psychic, which was unbelievable experience at events. I mean, I can't begin to tell you.
So the psychic hit the nail on the head?
Yes, and what I did, these poor kids would come up, they went to some wacko psychics. So I wrote, and I'd have to remove spells off the 20-year-old people. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, awful. And so anyhow, I wrote a TV show called The Psychic Diva, since I sing, and myself and my friend Diana Navarro in it. And what it is, it's about these two psychics who think they know everything about everybody. We are, oh my God. But then when the people come for a reading, I mean, it's ludicrous. We can't find our appointment book because the ghost stole it. So we never know who's coming.
That's a good
Our
one.
crazy friends come. So you can find that on Amazon Prime. Then I got my director who works with us at New Apple Productions, wrote something called The Grandma. Perfect, right? In acting, I went from being an ingenue to a grandma. I still don't know what happened to the years in
Time
between.
passes. I know, it just flies. Now you mentioned something about filmmaking.
Yes.
Tell everybody about that.
Yes, we made the film called The Grandma. They wrote it for me. It is a funny, sexy spoof. And the guy who stars in it is very well known, and it's just unbelievable. You have got to go look for The Grandma on Amazon Prime.
Okay. And now, where else can people find you?
Well, right now, what I'm doing is I'm finishing working on Lily's Place, a television show. We have the pitch deck done on one of the Johnny Mello's episodes, and now I'm rewriting Lily's Place to make it something that would be of help to all the people that cannot get on the Tonight Show, that cannot get on these interview shows. When I was 18, I had an open mic. I had the best singers in the whole world and the best comics. That people came in, they gave me my own show. I had so many in the Apollo for one night. I was 20 years old.
Wow.
Because they were all so great. Where are they today? Jimmy Walker made it. But most of the others, the best people ever never made it.
It's about contacts and connections.
Unbelievable.
Yes, because some of the people that are out there aren't as talented as the ones that we know in our neighborhood.
Yeah, and Bette Midler used to work. She had been on Broadway, a star on Broadway, in The Fiddler. And she was working the gay circuit, all the different gay clubs, and she used to work out her songs in my show. And then I had singers there that nobody's ever heard of. I mean, and the most wonderful, talented. So I want to do a TV show that shows the talent that's around today, and the writers, and the creative people that can't get on the interview shows.
Yeah. That would be nice.
And I've got
that would be very nice.
Project out there. We're on that you can look at Lily's Place, starring Johnny Mello. It's out there on YouTube. We have a little thing on it. And it's the stars in it are a lot of the guys that you might have seen on The Sopranos. They pay the cast because they're like the supporting actors. Each one so incredibly talented. Yeah.
True. You have to be very talented to get on The Sopranos because it was a top show.
They were great.
Yeah.
And Louis Veneria, who's phenomenal, plays the lead singer.
I know Louis.
You know Louis?
Yeah, I know Louis. I've interviewed Louis.
Yeah.
He's a great singer, yeah.
Louis and I go way back, and you
Really?
remember when oh God, and he said to me, Sandy, the one dream I have is to be a singer in a movie or in a TV show. I said, Louis, I'll do it for you.
That's wonderful.
So anyhow, that's cool. So every Wednesday, I'm doing an open mic at Pekarna in New York City, which is at 594 Amsterdam Avenue in the corner of 89th. And the most wonderful singers come in here. It's incredible. They range in age from 30 to 95. I have a guy coming in 95 years old, Johnny Dentato.
He's still trying. You know, if you have that in your
He's
blood,
amazing.
you've got to let it out.
Yeah, but you see, he worked with the top people.
Yeah.
He worked with Bing Crosby. He worked with everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
'cause the music he writes, if you heard it, you wouldn't believe how incredible it is. And I have some of the best singers and some amateurs. But the people that come in here, I'm looking for a place right now to do another variety show because Dangerfield showed. I was doing shows there. And all the places I worked and everything closed. And so what we're doing now, we're out there making presentations to bring in live entertainment in every place we possibly can in New York City.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And where can we? Are you on Instagram?
Instagram is Sandy Jordan, Jordana Sands.
Terrific.
And it's everywhere. You can find Sandy
it's
Jordan
everywhere.
on LinkedIn. You can find New Apple. You can find Sandy Jordan, Jordana Sands on Facebook. Even TikTok.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere on Oscar night.
It's so wonderful to meet you. You're a delight.
Thank you. So are you. I'm with Aurora Aquino, and she is from the United Nations.
Yes.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
And
Helen.
what exactly is your title, and what do you do for the United Nations?
I'm a director of international affairs, and I work with humanitarian works, and help and build sustainable development goals of United Nations, SDG 17.
Oh, okay.
So I'm with my friends in there, and they are publisher of magazines, and also a teacher, nursing teacher. Working with sustainable future.
okay.
So I'm here and very delighted because I was invited on this event, which is fantastic. And you know that,
It's
right?
a wonderful Oscar party. So many lovely people, and they're so excited. And you know what? It's my kind of party because everybody's taking pictures.
Yes, exactly.
And red carpets everywhere.
Well, this is what Oscar night is about, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm
And
very,
you look so glamorous and beautiful.
Thank you so much, Helen. And so are you. Look at you.
Oh,
You did
thank
so
you,
well.
thank you. That's a great color for you. That's like a red-orange, right?
Yes.
Who do you hope wins the Oscars? Do you have any favorites?
Jamie Lee Curtis already won. So we're waiting for, Butler Presley.
Austin
Mr.
Butler, you
Yes.
want Elvis to win too,
Yes.
right?
I know, because it's a legacy. And the family is legacy. You know that.
I know.
Yes.
And especially since Lisa Marie's gone now, I really think it would pay tribute to the family to have him win. Not only that, but he deserves it anyway, but
Yes, definitely. And precisely, we want to leave the legacy of family, which is very good, have done so much to us, and to everyone. Thank you, Helen, for interviewing, and thank you for this night. I'm very, very happy.
My pleasure. Happy Oscar night.
And to you, viewers, peace.
I'm with the very handsome Kaldro, and he is a heavy metal musician and a filmmaker. So nice to see you here at this fabulous Oscar party.
I see you too.
And coincidentally, we saw each other
Last
last night at,
So, Smod Castle, Kevin Smith's theater in New Jersey.
yeah, isn't that something? Small world.
Yeah, no, it was a great premiere last night for the Forest Hills.
Yes, it was the world premiere last night for the Forest Hills, and this afternoon I was at the Long Island, New York premiere for the Forest Hills.
It was a great time last night. I loved it. One of the best premieres.
Yeah. But anyway, tell our audience about you and your music.
So, right now I'm a filmmaker and I'm transitioning into being, compounding that with being a heavy metal musician, which a lot of people are either shocked by or they're looking at me like, dude, it was about damn time. So, this album is called The Shady Lady Vanishes. It's kind of a concept EP that's I think it kind of looks at old detective and Alfred Hitchcock films through like an industrial headbanging metal lens.
I love Alfred Hitchcock things.
Oh yeah, well he's a big influence on my film in pre-production right now,
Really?
which is called Sinner's Lullaby. It's kind of like Hitchcockian / a gothic fantasy, kind of like The Crow, my favorite movie. And that is right now, speaking of, the two lead characters are both musicians in the film, and which makes sense that this early on in our embryonic state of production, my good friends Kim and Catherine Kluge, who are the composers for Silence, the second to last Martin Scorsese picture with Liam Neeson and Adam Driver, they are married to the picture right now. They loved it. They loved the screenplay. It was a huge honor to get them on board this early. And yeah, we have a few other folks involved, like Harrison Wemerson is best known for his promo work on the Pretty Reckless, Taylor Momsen's band, one of my favorites. He illustrated our concept poster right now that exists within kind of the sort of the universe, the package, the film in its state. But yeah, we've slowly just been, going to premieres, going to things like this, talking, connecting with folks, and the more and more, I think it starts and ends with the authentic audience rapport, and it's one of those things that you can try to promote it online as much as you want, but it starts and ends with two people talking. Like such.
You have to get out there. People got very cozy during COVID and comfortable with staying in their pajamas, watching television, and it's really an effort sometimes now to get back into the groove of mingling, being out there, networking, talking to people, because really it's relationships. Because there are a lot of I was just talking to someone earlier about so many talented people don't really get where they need to be or want to be because they really didn't connect, So you need to connect with someone, and maybe it won't work out immediately, but down the road it could.
Precisely. And that's it exactly.
Yeah, that's it exactly. And sometimes the need isn't there. For example, I just met a photographer, and he said, I would love to do premieres or this and that, and I said, I was just looking for a photographer like you a week ago, and we couldn't find one.
Right.
But he gave me his card, and we connected now, so I'll keep him in mind. So,
Certainly.
There you go.
Definitely.
So what's your next step, Kai?
So right now, one of the owners, Sandy, who invited me to the premiere tonight, I met her when I was location scouting the other day for the first music video for one of the to accompany The Shady Lady Vanishes, my album. I met her when I was location scouting, and I was at this jazz club in Hell's Kitchen, Swing 46. I love it, and we're hoping to shoot there because I think that's going to be our first music video from this new album, The Shady Lady Vanishes. And I think after we have a few music videos to kind of, as a proof of concept for the overall, heavy metal neo-noir hybrid, that's when, finish up the EP, finish the music videos, and then I think around this time next year we'll launch the Indiegogo campaign, like the online crowdsourcing campaign for Sinner's Lullaby, the movie.
Good. Where can people reach you now?
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, and there's my website as well. And everything I've done, I believe, is on YouTube. My last film...
We have an opera singer in the crowd here. She's lovely, absolutely lovely. So Kai, tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram by spelling your name.
It's going to be Kai, K-A-I, Kaldro, K-A-L-D-R-O. Kai like Cobra Kai, Cal like Kal-El from Superman, Kai Kaldro. That's my Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook. And I think everything I've done is on YouTube as well. My last film, Dissolves Girl, that was on Amazon Prime for a little while. Then they decided they don't like short films. So now it's less professionally, less sexy, but more democratically and for free on YouTube. So check it out there.
Okay, we're going to check it out. Thanks for coming to Oscar Night, Kai.
Thank you for having me.
Woo! I'm here now on Oscar Night with Karen Freid, who is an actress, a singer, and she has her own production company. Hi, Karen. Isn't tonight so exciting?
Yes, it is. It's fantastic. The dresses and everything are just so amazing, and the actors are...
It's like a circus full of people doing interviews.
It's true.
And taking pictures and just having a good time.
Yes. I think this is a wonderful time. It's the first time I've attended this Oscar party, and I'm just meeting so many interesting people.
Yes, a lot of interesting
Yes.
people. So Karen, tell everybody about your acting, your singing, and then your production company.
Okay. Well, I have been acting and singing for many years, but I've also, worked for various news organizations too. I worked for CBS and ABC over the years, and I, became a producer, and then I decided to open my own production company.
And what's the name?
It's KD Communications, and what we do is we work with people, products to promote them. We work with the internet, and we get them the publicity rather than advertising, that type of thing, and also to try to get the word out about products, about places, about causes, because there are so many.
How do you get the word out?
Well, what I do is I focus on various news venues that, for example, if it was an education piece, we would focus on the education editors of things like the New York Times and the local news like the West Side, the Upper West Sider or the Upper East Sider, and also individuals and events that would be dealing with particular aspects of education. But we also do that with food. We do that with, I've worked with Federated Department Stores, so I've done it with products and people, and it's worked with people like Antonio Banderas and Usher.
Wow.
Also, I worked with the Metropolitan Opera, doing special events, for their music events.
Where can we see you perform? Are you performing anywhere now?
Well, right now, yes, I've been performing all over the city, and I'm actually performing here at Pekarna on Sundays, yes, from 3 to 7 p.m., and we call it Spotlight on Variety. And what we do is we have singers, comedians, poets, all kinds of people who have anything creative that they want to express.
Isn't that wonderful?
And it's been going very well. Yes.
Is there a website or Instagram where we can reach you?
Yes. Well, you can reach me right now on my Facebook page, Karen Freid, and also on Instagram. And I am reworking right now my website. Otherwise, I'd give you all of that info, but you won't find anything on it because I am in the midst of changing it.
That's okay. You're allowed to do that. Okay, everybody. We're going to look for Karen Freid.
Yes, and come on by on Sundays from 3 to 7. Love to have you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm with Brooke, who is the publisher of Talent in Motion magazine here at this fabulous Oscar party. Brooke, isn't this a good time?
Well, thank you, Helen, from Stage Green and In Between, for inviting me to interview with you here at Pekarna on the Upper West Side of Manhattan to celebrate the Oscars with Sandy Jordan and everybody. But it's a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Yes, it is, it is. And now tell us more about your magazine.
Well, I started the magazine 25 years ago to promote emerging talent in the fashion, film, art, music, and entertainment industry. And we're still going strong. Just got back from the Maldives, but we also did our 25th anniversary issue at Gypsy Rose in Chelsea, and also the Moulin Rouge. We also put on fashion shows.
Wow.
At the Copacabana.
That's wonderful. Do you do it during Fashion Week or
Yeah, it was right before Fashion Week in the Copacabana, January 26th, Moulin Rouge.
Very nice.
You Google it or YouTube it, Talent in Motion magazine.
So now how often does this come out? Is this a bi-monthly or
Biannually.
biannually?
Whenever we first started 25 years ago, it was quarterly, but
Yeah, a lot of people they don't even buy paper anymore. They look for
it's
everything on
always
the
been
internet.
online. It's always been
It's
online.
always been online.
TalentInMotionMag.com.
That's terrific. Deadlines, right?
Yeah, I do. But I have great people who surround me. Submit artwork, and articles to me, and lots of time
Thank you for watching.